Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy Review. This video, I compared Clive from the JP version to the global version. They're basically the same, besides the leader skill. So we're still going to talk about them in full. Just wanted you to know that. So, as you can see, his categories are pretty wide, but most of them aren't going to be very used, like Attacker and Final Fantasy 16 and Evocation. Royal Arms, I don't even know if that's even really that viable. The rest are looking pretty good, like Elite Soldiers, the Saviors, Clash Wills, of course, and then the CW at the end. The Guardians, even pretty decent. We're billing it pretty decent, so he's got some categories to him. He does have some categories to him, so at least that's a thing. So he has pretty much all the stuff that you would normally expect on a New Vision Plus unit. That's a DPS, but also he has 20% fire in peril if you go to EX2. He also has, some ability modifiers if you care about those at EX1. It's okay, I guess. He has 120 times mod, of course. He has a nullify next spell, which could be useful, especially for that Sephiroth fight that everybody seems to care about. They're very useful for that. 50% sword in peril only for one enemy though, not AoE. That's alright. And then the thing that some people are clamoring for is that field effect of 20% LB damage, but I do believe the math was out when this guy came out, in the 70% elemental amp field. They're probably, I think they're still better. Pretty sure on that. If you equip any of these espers, Garuda, it should be Garuda here, you get 200% bonus stats, which is okay, but most times you're probably equipping, Bahamut or something like that, so whatever. And here's the buff. So instead of just 1,250% for elite soldiers, now it's also fire, CW fire, or CW support. And in morale battles, it's the exact same, except slightly more defensive spear, which is what you'd want for the same thing. Alright, and then he's a finisher, obviously, but he's locked to fire, unlike Cloud. So if you're still wondering about Cloud, probably should stay for him if you're wanting someone who's more non-elemental. But this guy is also very good, very strong damage, but he's locked to fire. So that kind of turns people off a little bit, I know. But still good. So overall, very strong damage dealer, very strong finisher, very flexible, and not in terms of elements, but in terms of categories. You can be put on quite a few teams, and there will be also a lot of locked, category fights, or you have to do this to get the rewards, and he's on quite a few of those categories that you could use him on. So if you're looking for someone who's very diverse in terms of categories, that you can put them on a whole bunch of different teams, Clive is the one to do that. If you're still wondering about, Cloud's, toolkit that can do pretty much everything, then you may want to still say for him. But we're talking about Clive here. He is up there in terms of damage, and he can equip the greatsword. So whenever the 200 Dark Vision greatsword comes to global, if it'll ever come to global, I don't know. Maybe in a few years. That's a joke, by the way. If that ever comes, then his damage goes up by a lot more, because the variance on that is very strong. So if you don't know anything about the 200 Dark Vision greatsword on the JP side, and I don't know if global are gonna nerf it, because it basically changes the whole aspect of the game, where you have to look at a unit a little differently because that sword exists, that greatsword exists. A lot of characters are much stronger because of it, because the variance is the highest that you can ever get, and it's free. All you need is 10,000 dark matter, so hopefully that'll come to global. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. Jill is good. Surprisingly, they're giving out for free 70% ice amp field. That's all you really need to know about her. So getting it for free is pretty juicy. I'm only thinking the reason why she's free is because ice is not really meta, and it never really has been for quite some time. So I'm assuming that's why they're giving her for free. But still good. It's a pretty big W to get her free. I'm saying that right now. All right, so 5-minute review. I think that's pretty good. Pretty chill time. If you're interested in Dokkan Battle or Nikkei, make sure to stay tuned to the channel because one of those videos is going to be dropping later today. Alright, see you next video. Peace.